Hey, what's up, guys? We're here at Causeway Pier, and I've got the updated new camera setups. And yeah, I've gotten tired of the hook being out of camera and out of focus and stuff. So I went through and I'm trying to do a couple of different variations. And this is the one that you saw pop off already, but we got it back. And these are the new upgraded ones. A little bit bigger float, and also too the coated cable on there to keep it nice and focused.
Gotta bite. I think I got a lot of stress on my mind. It's a nice day to go. Yeah, I gotta learn. I'ma call up the whole team.
Alright guys, so we are rigging this one up with sea lice at the Causeway Pier, and we're about to set it up and get it out there so that way we can see if the cable is going to help keep the bait in place. But at the same time, I wanted to show y'all something else. What this underwater goldfish camera is catching. Did y'all see all that? Let's show you again. Hold on. So one of the things I wanted to point out was right here off this picture. You can see the channel off to the left side. That's the mini channel. Well, it leads up to the point of the pier to the right hand side where it goes out a little bit. So right up in that area is a nice little spot to fish if you're fishing on that side of the pier. Now on this picture, it's the red dot side of the pier, and it shows how the channel opens up. You can see the left side of Causeway Pier, and that is the main stretch that when you walk out and it goes right or left, this is the channel. You can see it on the left hand side, and on the right hand side or the top end of the picture, that's red dot pier, where that channel opens up to the right hand side. So that's where the deep water is, and that's where a lot of big drums get caught. Now, this is the corner of Causeway Pier. And you can see me standing in the blue jean pants right there and on the end of the pier right there. And this is my bait looking back. So you can see where the channel kind of starts out and where the shallow water is. A lot of times when the big drums are running through, they're right on the edge of that channel. Sometimes they're deep out there. When I go fishing, I put baits deep and I put them up close to test them out. Over here is the left side of Causeway Pier. When you go out and you make a right and then you make another right, and you're near those old boat launches and boat slips that used to be there. You can see that channel that runs back up along the causeway, and that actually leads up to a bunch of drum holes and redfish holes there. But it's all shallow water unless you're in that channel. So when we fish along that edge, we like to cast over that channel into the flats and past it. Well, here's the bait on the way down. Here's something else. That is the main line from that same leader when I cast it out. I thought originally that it was the line that I was waiting for. But when I looked at that other video and y'all saw it, that other main line, once it broke away, it did not have any tension on it. And as you can see here, right here, what I'm doing is I'm kind of tightening up the line, and I'm about to put it into the rod holder that's going to hold the rod in place. But in the meantime, the fish didn't wait too long. It was a few seconds there, and they were already on this sea lice. So, there's a lot of them. So that's two things. One, tells me there's not a lot of big fish around. And then two, the water clarity on this day is very good. And also, too, look where the hook is at. It's right where I wanted it to be, right in front of the camera, so I can see a lot clearer on both ends of it. And, whoa, big old seaweed come rolling by. So, like I said, even with that camera breaking off, we did learn a lot. One was that the leader and everything was not held down by the line, but it was still in place because of the new setup of the hook with the camera. So we were still able to catch a lot of the action that we would have normally missed if it had landed incorrectly. Now with this one, it shows that the main line is pretty tight to the surf weight, which keeps it from drifting away. However, what gets me more is you can see the current was drifting right into the hook, and I guess I'm assuming that when it fell, the hook caught the main line, and that's why it's facing this direction. So let's see if these fish will move it around, and or we'll see anything else happening to it. All right, right here you start to see the bait fish disperse. And this is something that kind of caught my eye for a second. I was waiting to see if a big fish would roll through or something. I was even looking on a shadow, but why did they disappear? It's really got my noodle cooking right there. And I'm looking around, but they are gone. What is it? What has spooked them off the bait for them not to come back? And or why didn't whatever spook them off actually nail the bait? See, because now they're back on the bait again. And there you go, it's happening again. Why? Why? What is there? I wish we had another camera that can give us a 360 view to see what's going on. This is really interesting. The camera doesn't affect them. The main line doesn't affect them. The leader doesn't affect them. Something else is really scaring them away from this bait. Alright, so here if you look to the top left of the screen, see these fish flying by the camera. Watch. Oh, there they go. There they go. Now, check this out. And let's see if you see it. See how it had gotten real dirty there for a minute? Like something big swam right behind them and dirtied up the water. It's still out of range or out of the camera lens. So this is something, there's something big down there and it's chasing them perch or spooking them away. Because you can see they all disappeared, they dispersed, and they were even running away from the bait. So, what is it? What is messing with these bait and scaring them away, scaring them out of the camera? And how long is it going to be before they come back? I'm letting this roll. It looks like there they are. You know, that's a good time between the bait getting chased away for them to come right back. They know where to find it. And or is this new bait? I wish we can really answer these questions, but the only way to keep learning is to be putting this underwater camera down there and testing it and see what's going on. So through all of this, it has been a real mind boggler. Something is spooking the fish away, and you see where they disappear and then they come right back. Something is spooking them. What is it? It's not showing itself on the camera. And we may have one of them conspiracy theories. It's the Loch Ness. Wow, there it is, a big old black drum. Oh man, and he's checking out my sea light. He's getting it. He's getting it. Oh, whoa! Did you see that? Look what he's doing. He's sucking the bait right out of the shell. Dang! Let's check that out again. I'm gonna slow it down just a little bit so I can see what's going on. Check this out. So he ends up picking the bait up on one side of the bait, not in the whole thing, just one side. And look, you can see him just sucking on it. Sucks the meat right out of it. And then goes to the other side. Look, see that little piece of meat that he left on there? Oh, he's coming back for it. Look, sucking it right out. Oh, God, look at that. So through all of this, I sat here and waited, watching this video, aching at the itch, and that big drum would come back and eat this bait. But it did teach me a few things that when using this dead bait. And what's crazy is I've caught a lot of drum like that, hooking it like the way I did. And this drum just came up and straight up outsmarted us on this one. sucking the bait out from the shell, and you can see how clear it looks through the center there. And you know, that's something that we've always talked about, is when we throw some shrimp, that a lot of times we'll peel the shrimp, and I guess that forces the drum to not feel the shell on there, so he inhales it and gets a hookup. And yep, so now I'm retrieving my empty carcass of a bait. You can see right there, you can see literally through the shell, you can see the hook. Wow, I'm totally blown away of how these fish are truly adapting and overcoming on the baits and what we're pitching out to them. So I wonder, did he see the black hook? I wonder if that will make a difference on the next one, since I have a silver hook on the next one. Let's see.